This is Module 12, Lesson 4, Find Area of Composite Figures. This can be found on page 401, and we're going to start it out with Step It Out. So first I'm going to go over what a composite figure actually is. And it's a figure made up of simple geometric shapes. So that just means I'm going to have more than one shape made up in a composite figure. So you can put like a triangle, a square, a trapezoid together. So there's multiple different shapes here. And you can find the area of composite figures by breaking them into familiar figures such as the triangle or quadrilateral. Remember, the word quadrilateral means it's going to be a four-sided figure. The figure shown right here over to the side gives the dimensions of a city park. What is the area of a city park? First, though, on A, they want us to figure out what kind of different shapes there are in here. So I'm going to just zoom in a little bit here so we can see it a little better. And you'll see that if I go right here with my line, I have a trapezoid on top and a rectangle on the bottom. So I'm going to write trapezoid and rectangle. And there's more than one way that you can do to divide things up. But basically this is right, B is going to be the same thing as this. So if you want to write an arrow down here, that's fine. Or if you want to rewrite trapezoid and rectangle, you can do that too. They do a line right here, and that separates the two shapes. So the top shape is a trapezoid. Remember, an area of a trapezoid is A equals 1/2 H, because the letter and number next to each other means multiplication, and then we have B1 plus B2. So I'm going to look up here. We're going to put a half. My height is 2, because this is my height right here. Then I have a 2 and a 5. If you plug this into your calculator correctly, you will get an answer of 7. It's down here. We're going to find the bottom shape now. So we have the line drawn here. This whole entire bottom row is 9. So we have 9 and a 2. Remember, to find a rectangle is A equals length times width. So we have 9 times 2, which is 18. We're now going to add the two numbers that we got together. So I have 18 and 7, or 7 plus 18, and we get 25. So the total area of the entire composite figure is 25 square kilometers. Okay, let's look at 2. This is a roof of a building, and we're going to figure out its area. So what different shapes could the roof be divided into? I'm going to take my line, and I'm going to make it this way. So I have some rectangles and triangle. The figure represents the roof. The figure is divided with a horizontal line segment. So we're looking at this. They put this dotted line in here. So the top shapes, I have a rectangle, which is right here, and a triangle. I'm going to abbreviate because I write way too big for these blanks. This is a rectangle, and this is going to be a triangle. On the bottom shape, we have a big old rectangle. We're first going to find the area of the right triangle. So I know one number is 4, but we don't know this right here. To find this, we're going to take 14 minus 6. And we get 8. So this right here is 8. I do not like using this one, so I'm going to use A equals base times height divided by 2. So I have 8 times 4, which is 32, and 32 divided by 2 is 16. So the triangle is 16 meters squared. We're going to look at the top rectangle. Remember, A equals length times width. So I have 6 and a 4, which is 24. Now for this bottom big rectangle right here. We know this is 14, but we just don't know from here to here. We know here to here is 10, and here to here is 4. So 10 minus 4 is 6. So I'm going to take 14 times 6. And in our calculator, we get 84. So we have each of the individual shapes. So I have 84, 24, and 16. And with those individual ones, we're going to add those together. If my line goes down. Let's see if I can move it. That did not work. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Okay, so triangle was 16. The top one was 24. And then we had 84. Plug that into your calculator. And you'll get 124 meters squared. So the area of the roof is 124 square meters. How else could you divide the figure? We could have made it a rectangle and a trapezoid. Okay, number 3. You can find this on page 403. I'm going to zoom in slightly here so we can see a little better. Paula is painting the side of a house and needs to know how much paint to buy. Each gallon of paint will cover a certain number of square feet. What is the area in square feet of the side of the house? The side of the house is divided into 2 shapes. The top shape is a triangle, and the bottom shape is a rectangle. Remember, to find a rectangle is A equals length times width. So I have 30 and 9, so 30 times 9 is 270. I'm going to bring this over to the side because I want to use A equals base times height divided by 2. Now, I know the triangle has a height of 6 right here. They told us that. They already did this. We're going to take 15 minus 9, and that gets us 6. So we have a base of 30 times 6 divided by 2. If I plug that into my calculator, I get 90 feet squared. Now, they're also having us find the area of the rectangular window. We need to find that so we can subtract it because we're not going to paint our window. And our window is 3 times 6, which is 18. So first, to find our area of the whole inside house, I'm going to do 270 plus 90. And then I'm going to subtract the window because we're not painting the window. Well, I'm not. I hope you don't either. When I put this in my calculator, I get 342.